Congressman Hanna.
Thank you. My goodness, what an important subject. I am struck by a number of comments, and I really appreciate the opportunity to hear a little bit of back and forth. Ms. Gressler, to Ms. Whitman, you talked about Social Security to flat means-tested benefits. I'm curious how you and your organization feel about that, Dr. Whitman.
Thank you for the question, Representative Hanna. Obviously, AARP feels very strongly that we need to put Social Security on solid footing for the future so that people can depend on it, not just for the current generation, but for future generations. So getting it solvent is really, really important. And I think there are a variety of ways to do that.
But to the specific point, Ms. Gressler, in terms of means testing.
We have concerns in that everybody pays in at different rates, and we want to maintain at least some link to the contributions that people pay over time to the benefits that they get out.
Even though the means testing would ultimately make it more secure, I suppose, for everyone?
The way in which I would support a means-tested benefit is through elimination of the payroll tax with comprehensive tax reform, and so it would no longer be a contributory system. I think this would bring us closer to Social Security's original intent of protecting seniors against poverty in old age. As it is, it's providing pretty substantial benefits to a lot of people who don't need them at all, and it's extracting more taxes over everybody's lifetime in order to do that. We could better focus it through a flat poverty level benefit that was the same for everybody, and for seniors who had significant non-Social Security income, that benefit would be phased out. In return, they would pay lower taxes over their lifetime.
Do any of you feel as though we've gone through this, we talk about the sandwich generation, but there is a huge population who simply did not plan for retirement, and the advent of things like 401ks and vestiges programs that require you to work, in my view, much longer than you should have to be a vested person. It seems if you earn that money, you should get that money, and it should travel with you, maybe become a part of your 401k. The idea that people are just now understanding the value of saving early, saving even as a child, a youth IRA type of thing would be beneficial because of the time value of money, which Rockefeller so rightly pointed out. So that the 130% of income that you need to retire with, that Dr. Mandrian, you mentioned, I think that you mentioned that. Was it you? That seems like an impossibility with very low interest rates that we see today, coupled with, even though the stock market is doing well, we've also seen long periods where it hadn't. We see underfunded pension programs. We see defined benefit programs with a lot of public employees, but somewhat less historically, although about half. Where they're about the same rate as they've historically been, but somewhat less. All of that adds up to a very unprepared population of people, knowing that women live longer, and how much this seems to me to be a real crisis, not just something that it's going on every day. I know I'm blessed; I can help with my own family, but so many people can't. What do you see with AARP? I'm thinking about women in poverty, and what is the percentage of people out there who rely on Social Security for up to 90% of their income? Do you know that?
I can get it pretty quickly, but you're right. The fact that most people don't have an adequate nest egg means that the vast majority, and particularly older women, as Dr. Madrian mentioned, are much more reliant on Social Security. We need to get more people saving. Half the population can't do it in an easy way through payroll deductions, as several of the panelists said, and so that's why we need to look at ways to encourage employers to offer retirement plans, be it through auto IRA, through many of the states that are looking at working save programs. But the specific number is, without Social Security benefits, almost half of older women would be in poverty.
Half?
Half. 48.5.
And with Social Security benefits,
With Social Security benefits, it's down to 11%, I believe.
That's correct.
my goodness. My time's expired, thank you.
Okay, very good.